G'day, Mark Anthony here again, and I have a lot of questions coming in at the moment about closing quotes over the phone. So I'm going to give you the formula that I used to use. It was quite effective before I started going and doing quotes in-home, because I found quoting in-home was much more successful. Having said that, as you guys know, I've already done a video on that. I would do quotes in-home when it's within 20 minutes drive. Any further than that, I'd pretty much quote over the phone. Or if it was far away and I had a job in that area, I'd ask them if it was okay if I could pop in that day and do it around a certain time. Apart from that, I'd quote over the phone. So here's what used to happen. I'd have a 3-stage process. First part is, and I'll just pretty much say the words, is welcome to Genuine Carpet Cleaning. My name is Mark. How can I help you? That's how to always start the phone call. What would normally happen there is what you guys always get. Hi, I'm just calling for a quote. How much do you charge? Here's what I'd say next. Certainly, so you're just shopping around for prices at the moment, are you, sir? They would say yes. So great, just so I can help you better, would you mind if I could ask you a couple of quick questions? Who's going to say no to that? Really? So they'd say, yeah, sure. Now that gives me permission to take up some of their time as soon as they say yes. So my exact thing would be like this. Just so I can help you better, would you, if they're shopping around for prices, just so I can help you better, would you mind if I could ask you a couple of quick questions so I can work out the exact price for you over the phone? Would that be okay? Always finish with a question mark. They always said yes. Then the next critical part is I need to get their name so I can call them by their first name. So by the way, my first name is Mark and yours is? Now I've got permission to take up their time and I can call them by their first name, and it's a proven fact that if you can mention somebody's name in a conversation 3 times or more in a short conversation, you'll start to win their trust over a lot more than if you don't use their name. So that's how I'd get the phone call started. Look, in the video below this, I'm going to provide a link where you can actually download that script. I'm going to put it in word for word, what we used to use, and you could just adjust it to yourself, what you feel more comfortable with. I would suggest using word for word. It was proven to be very successful with us. As a matter of fact, the gentleman I work with on this, actually 2 weeks ago today, he was telling me that he's got a 30% conversion rate on the phone calls that come in. So out of every 100 phone calls that he gets, he books 30 of them on an average. So here we are 2 weeks later. I spoke to him yesterday, and that's increased to over 40% already by using this script. The key point is that's nearly a 30% growth in his business. How much did it cost him? It cost him $0.00 to implement this, right? There's no extra spending on advertising here. So the rest of that phone call goes like this. Now let's say his name was Jack. I'd also then say, now Jack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out an exact price for you. And after I give you that price, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I think that you might want to use us. Is that okay? Of course they always say yes when you ask like that. So one of my first questions is going to be something like, so when was the last time you had your carpets cleaned? And I have a couple of key questions I ask about the carpets. Some of the most important questions you've also got to ask in there is you need to find out if there's any other rooms or staircases or hallways or hidden areas, walk-in wardrobes that need to be done that they're not telling you about. Because everyone knows, if you're a carpet cleaner, you've been around for even just a year or longer, you know that sometimes you quote a job and you get there and there's things that are there that they never told you about. Whose fault is that? It's your fault for not asking about it. It's not their fault. Sometimes they might have on purpose not told you, but it's your job to make sure that you find out. So here's a couple of key questions. Jack, I've noticed you mentioned you've got 4 bedrooms, a lounge room and a dining room. Tell me, is the 4 bedrooms, are they all upstairs or is everything on one level? See, now he has to tell me if it's on 2 levels. If he says, oh, it's on 2 levels, oh, and is there a staircase with carpet that goes from downstairs to upstairs? See how I've eliminated the problem of doing stairs and or not being able to quote the staircase. And you and I both know how tormenting that can be when you get there and you have to do a staircase that you're not going to get paid for. It's annoying. Staircases are backbreaking. So that's that. Also, between the bedrooms, is there a hallway or a landing, Jack? No, there's not. Okay, so between the bedrooms, what is it, boarded floors or tiles, is it? Yes, it's boarded floors. Okay, great. So upstairs in those bedrooms, are they king-size bedrooms? Are they medium-size or really tiny in your opinion? Oh, they're all tiny rooms. Great. And what about the master bedroom? Is that the same size as the other bedrooms, or is that maybe the size of the other bedrooms and half that again? Does it have a walk-in robe? So you're asking questions to make sure you don't miss anything. Downstairs, is there another room downstairs? Is there a rumpus room, a sunroom, a kids' play area? Does there carpet in the dining room? Is there carpet in the kitchen? What about, is there a hallway in between those rooms? Is there any stairs that have carpet on downstairs? So you're getting to the point of, you don't want to get caught out. I mean, you're basically ripping yourself off if you're not going to get paid for your work. So here's the other thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say this. Now, Jack, I've got all the details. I'm just going to quickly run through these with you to make sure I haven't missed anything. Is that okay? He says, yes. Great. So, Jack, you've got blah, 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 blah. Are there any other rooms? Did I miss anything? Because I don't want to get there and find another room there and surprise you with another price. I want to do the honest thing and do the right thing by you, if that's okay. So, Jack, is there anything I've missed? No, there's not. So, great. Let me just work out the exact price. Now, Jack, I'm going to give you that exact price, and like I promised, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I think you might want to use this, and you can decide from there. Is that okay? Yes, he says okay. Great. So the price, including GST, is $489. Tell me, Jack, does that fit your budget? No, it doesn't. I was expecting it to be a lot less than that. Okay, Jack, so you've probably been shopping around for prices, and then, look, let me guess. I bet there's other carpet cleaners out there that say they will do it for even less than half that price. Is that true? Yeah, maybe. All right, Jack, look, you seem like a smart guy. You know as well as I do, a lot of people will quote you cheap over the phone to get their foot in the door. Once they get their foot in the door, guess what happens? You get a cheap shoddy job because you've hired someone cheap. They give you all kinds of upsells. We don't do that here. We like to think of ourselves as very honest, and we do the right thing because we want our customers coming back. Is that the kind of thing that makes sense to you, Jack? Yeah, maybe. Okay, great. So look, I promise you I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I think you might want to use us, and you tell me whether you think it's worthwhile. So the first thing is that we have a rock solid guarantee. Now this is what I used to do when I was a carpet cleaner. And this is the old Joe Polish stuff for those of you who have been around for a while or have tried his stuff. Is number one, if you're not happy with our work for any reason, you call me up because the stain has come back or something, you call me up, I will come out and clean any affected areas again free of charge. As soon as I can get there, I'll be out there as quick as I can. Bullet point 2 is that if for any reason you're still not happy with that, I will give you 100% of your money back. And the third point is that if you're still not happy, I'm not happy because you're my customer and I haven't made you happy. So I'm going to pay for any carpet cleaner that you choose to go over our work. Jack, does that seem like a pretty fair deal? Yeah, it does. Jack, look, at the end of the day, you can hire someone cheaper. There's no doubt about it. But let's face reality here. For the sake of an extra $159 compared to some of these other guys, even double our price. Let's say it was $220. $220 to invest in probably one of the if not the second most expensive item that you own around your home, which is your carpeting. So with your permission, Jack, with that kind of guarantee that we carry, I would be delighted to come out and show you how good our service really is. Jack, would you be open to giving us a try? Now, people can still say no to that, and they did. Don't get me wrong. People just want the best price, simple as that. But by doing this, can you see how you will potentially get more conversions? So the gentleman that was getting 30%, he's now over 40%, and it cost him nothing. Okay, so what can we do right now to help give you some of this stuff so you can actually start implementing it tomorrow or the next day and start getting towards the goals? Now, I'll let you know the companies that we've been working with, the carpet cleaners, and I'm talking one-man bands here, not big companies. Even though it's only been around about, just on 6 months now, the statistics are showing that a couple of you guys are going to be hitting an extra $170,000 per year on top of your carpet cleaning business just because you're implementing some of these principles. And for those of you who don't know me yet, and I was a carpet cleaner, I was using a lot of these principles in my own carpet cleaning business. So that's how I know they work. They're just a bit more refined and actually better today, simply because I'm spending a lot more time on this as a marketer. So what I'd like to do is open the doors, and I've done this once before with this particular carpet cleaning group and a few others. I'm going to be opening this up to 2 other carpet cleaning groups as well. I'm going to do a one-on-one strategy call with a couple of you. Now, I can only do up to 6 people, simply because it takes time. It takes me about an hour to do some research and another hour or 45 minutes to do the call. So it's a 45-minute strategy call. It's 100% free. Now, if you're wondering, is it really free? Look, at the end of the call, you can take the free stuff and go away and use that. If you feel that what I'm telling you is pretty good and you think, oh, gee, this guy Mark's really onto something here, I'd like to learn a little bit more, just let me know and I'll let you know about some of our paid services. That's a fact. Look, I'm in business too. I've got to make money and I have those available. But for those of you who've experienced my strategy calls, I believe on the Australian Carpet Cleaning page, it's 52 of you, you'll know that I don't become a pushy salesman. And so that's how it is. I don't run anything like that. I am pretty much straight up front and straightforward. So if this is something you want, here's what you need to do. There's going to be a link in the description to this page of my website. And on this page, all you need to do is come in here and fill in the details. Now, it takes 3 minutes and 27 seconds. That's how long it took me to fill this page in. And you basically just come in here and you fill in the blanks. So the first question is, what do you see as the biggest 1 or 2 core problems that are holding you back right now? Please be specific and fill it in. It's the longest question to fill in on the page. They get shorter from there. And how much are you currently investing in marketing and advertising? Where are you investing that? How many paid customers do you see a month? It's just numbers. And some of these are just you just got to check the box. That's all you got to do. Some when you basically hit, that's it. That question's done, and you just fill in or click on some buttons there, and then you just fill in your details at the end, so I know who it is that's filled in with your name and also your phone number that I can call you on. Please do not give me your front desk phone number where the secretary answers or anything like that. If I get that, I probably won't follow up on it. Give me your number and let me know the best number to call you on, and also your email address. So here's what's going to happen. You click submit, I get those details. You instantly get transferred to another page, which is my online diary. And you choose a time that works best for you, that you see I'm available. And then we just book that in. Or you basically book it in online. It takes about 2 minutes to make that booking. Now, I will call you on the day that you specify. Not on a day that's just convenient for me, but a time that's convenient for both of us. And what we do in that call is I run through everything, all the information you've given me, and I give you the best option, 1 or 2 core principles you can implement into your business straight away after our call that will bring you more customers and higher paying customers as well. So that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So all you need to do to start off with, just come to this page, the link's in the description here, and start filling the form in. Like I said, it takes around 3.5 minutes. Fill it in, click the submit button, and just pick a day in the diary that works for you. If I have a time that's not available that works for you, let me know. I've got, there'll be a phone number that you can call or an email you can send me. So look, none of the times are available. I'm going to set aside some after hours time in my diary in the next week just for you guys. And look, I know after hours works better for you, obviously because you're out cleaning cups during the day. Just pick a time that works best for you. Pretty much it all for now. I'm going to make this thing work really well for you guys. So put your details in there, but please don't fill the form in if you're not serious about implementing some stuff and you're just curious to hear what I have to say. I make this stuff work, and I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time by giving it to someone who's just treading water and just wondering. It's the real deal. So if you want the call, make sure that you put your details in there, and I will phone you, and we'll have also 1 or 2 really good, powerful strategies at the end of that call for free that you can and will be able to implement in your business straight away after the call. And I'm going to include a couple of resources. So if you need like any web development or SEO or anything like that, I'm going to have a couple of things there if it fits the call with the strategy that you can actually use at wholesale agency rates. So keep that in mind. I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Only 6 people, please. I can't do too many. So make sure that the more compelling information that you put in there that says to me, hey, you really need me, the more likelihood I'm going to give you a call. That's all for now. It's Mark Anthony signing out. Look forward to checking you guys out soon on the other side. Cheers.